describe myself in 3 words: caring, I'd like to say funny, and thoughtful. To qualify for my first Paralympic Games, that was like an achievement there in itself. I was like, yes, 4 years of like pain and hard work I've put into it. I was like, that's a bonus. And then to like not even think, because I was like competing at Europeans like the week after trials, it was like you can't like sit back and like think about it. And then to go and swim at Europeans and like come away as being like European champion, I was like, oh my god, it's all sinking in there. And then I started to panic about, oh, there are only a few weeks till, quite a few weeks till Rio. I was like, I need to sit down, I need to maybe not take time out of the pool, I need to not have a break. And I was like, oh wait, I need to sit with my coach and talk about this. But also, as well, last year having like World Championships in Glasgow, I've learned from the mistakes that I've made leading into Worlds, and the positive gains that I made at Worlds that will make me even better by Rio. My advice would be give it a go. So if you've got a disability, don't be scared to, one, show your disability, and two, don't be scared of thinking that people are maybe looking or commenting on you about it. And two, if you want to go further in the sport, from my experience, is patience, just give it time. Oh, it's quite hard. That's a hard one. I wouldn't say not everything makes a perfect athlete, but for me, I always think if I'm organised and have a structural plan, that's where I feel I'm perfect already, and the rest of it just takes care of itself. I think it's more the fact when I first came on the scene, I experienced negative vibes from having the experience of joining a club and people are like, oh, who are you? And not really knowing who I am. So I'm always like, if it's any new swimmers or new people joining my club, I'm always like first one to be making sure that I give them the support. And the reason why I'm quite bubbly is, it sounds crazy, but it's more recent is like, I say, what you see is what you get from it. It's quite weird, but it's true. It's like, I am what I am, so. The athlete and coach relationship is, me personally, it's got to be 50-50. Coaches it's true, coaches are always right, but the relationship between me and Kris, I'm not going to lie, to begin with, were a bit ropey. And it was more of, I think, the fact of Kris understanding me as a disability athlete, but also me understanding his philosophy of what he wants to do as a coach. So we had like a rough patch, but then the best thing about it is we've kind of ridden that wave together, and like the success that we've been gaining over the last couple of seasons, it's pretty good to have that rough patch, I think. And I think all athletes have to go through a bad patch with a coach, and it makes the training environment a bit healthier, not just like also. If you're a breaststroker, just make sure you have timing. That's one of the main things, is the timing and probably flexibility. Because if you don't have your range of movement, you're not going to do breaststroke. The thing I'm looking forward to is mostly just getting out of the race. I think as well from seeing my main event in London, I've been really hungry for, but also I'm just kind of looking forward to going out, getting experience, like already experienced firing on the kit, but also just going out to experience the culture of Rio. So I want to go out there and perform well, but also I think for me it's going to be a good experience, but there's going to be a wee bit of emotion in there. Also because Kris Gilchrist has been selected as one of the coaches to go, and obviously this is our last season working together because he's got a new post out in Singapore, so a wee bit, I think I'm really like a wee bit of a long focus, like, well, not really see, like, I don't know, I think I'd be happy to be honest to meet anyone. I think if anyone, I'd like to meet like John, probably Johnny Peacock from Aquatic. Just the whole London situation of him being an athlete and that expectation, and over the last 3-4 years it's not really been his way. But I would like to like meet him and just probably hang out and just get a bit of laugh with him.